Hi. So here I am back again with the second week of dealing with sibling fighting. I wanted to share with you, with her permission. Mom wrote me this week after she saw last week's video and asked about a specific situation in her home. Well, a situation that comes up quite regularly. And asked if I might share this with you, and so here's what she wrote. My kids are 9, a boy, and 6, a girl, and they are both very strong characters. Whilst I may tell them to take their argument elsewhere, it can quickly degenerate into slaps that get worse, and then the little one comes very quickly to me for sympathy, though she may have started the slaps, and the older feels bad and assumes he will get all the blame. Right? We've all been there, haven't we? Thank you, Liz, for being the brave one to share it with me and allowing me to share it with all of you. So I wanted to break this down into quite a few steps and possibilities. So you might need to come back a few weeks in a row to see how this will unfold. But let me give you this for starting with. Which is, I think I've shared this with you before, but now it's perfect in this context. So to take the two children, the 9 and 6-year-old, in a calm moment and sit and talk with them and say, I've noticed that the two of you seem to get on each other's nerves and that sometimes you start hitting each other. And of course, we've talked about that in our family. We don't use our words or our bodies to hurt things or people. And I can understand that you forget that when you're frustrated and angry. But I wanted to talk with you about what else you could do in those moments when you're feeling really frustrated or upset or angry with your brother or sister. What might be possibilities? And then you brainstorm with them some things other than slapping or hitting or things that, as you say, get worse than that, of what they can do. And I've shared with you before the wheel of choice. I'm going to remind you of it, and I'll post this on the website so you can go get it. This was developed by Kelly Pfeiffer, who is a certified positive discipline lead trainer. So she trains people like me in being positive discipline educators. And she's developed this nice little formula. I don't know how clearly you can see it. That's why I'll post it for you. It's called How to Use the Wheel of Choice. And I have used this in many different settings in school. You just adapt it to fit the age. I've used it with young adults. It can be used in all kinds of situations. It's more introducing this notion that there are other possibilities that we can talk together about what might be one of these options, come up with them together, agree on them together. So it opens the space a lot. It takes it away from one person being responsible or at fault or to blame. It has nothing to do with that. We all get upset and angry. They're children, so they might resort to slaps. What adults do with words is certainly no less harmful than what kids do with slaps. So it happens throughout our lives. And the whole point is opening up the discussion, exploring other possibilities. What do I do with strong feelings? So for the wheel of choice, you sit down with the children in a calm moment, not in the middle of the argument, and talk about possible solutions. So what are things either one of them individually could do to help them calm down when they're upset? Remember the brain in the palm of the hand from Dan Siegel, and what could they do from walking outside, counting to 10, apologizing, putting the toy or whatever is being argued about up for a while, going to a positive timeout if you've set that up in your family. You can make a whole thing. And then this is just an example. This is Kelly Pfeiffer's example of a wheel of choice. You see, it's very simple. And even with 9 and 6-year-olds, they might act like they think that's baby stuff, but it works really well in that age. Maybe one of them likes to draw and color and then is happy to make this kind of wheel. At that age, this particular one has 8 different options. That's probably a good number. Then they make it, you hang it in a public space, kitchen, living room, near the bedrooms, maybe a few different places in your house. Some people have put it in the car as well. And then At the beginning, the kids might need just a short reminder from you, unless you've left the room, like we talked about last week. So just to say, kids, Wheel of Choice, go check it out. After a while, you'd be amazed. They learn to do it themselves. And one of them will say, let's go look on the Wheel of Choice, or I'm going to go look on the wheel and think of something else. This isn't working. So I would urge you to sit down with the kids, talk about options, brainstorm possibilities, and come up with this wheel of choice. And try this out. Do it as soon as you can this week. Today's Wednesday. And then try it out and see how that works. And please, please, please post your comments. I know you're busy. I know you don't have time. But this is the biggest investment you can make, is how to have peace in your family. Then I have another book I want to show you. This is one that saved our family's life way back when. And I'll share more out of it. Siblings Without Rivalry. How to Help Your Children Live Together So You Can Live Too, by Adele Faber and Elaine Maslish. They have a wonderful approach that I use a lot together with positive discipline, because they fit absolutely hand in glove. So I really look forward. It would be really wonderful if you could take a picture of the Wheel of Choice that your kids come up with and post that on the site where the blog is. Just right down here below where the comments go, so that we can share this and give each other courage and encouragement to walk a different path as a parent, to give our children peaceful, positive solutions that are so important for us and for peace in our world. So peace works. Wish you a great week. Bye.